So, for our HR.net training, meron tayong dalawang user na i-discuss, which is si web user and then si web approver. So, for web user, meron kayong magiging modules such as dashboard, my info, my ledger, and then the applications. While for the web approver, meron kayo nito lahat. I mean, hanggang number 7. So, didiscuss din naman natin sila isa-isa. And as for our HR, the questions will be open later na lang. Okay? So, to start, what we have is dashboard. So, si dashboard is yung unang-unang makikita natin once we log in sa system. So, ito yung itsura niya. So, hello, and then your name, and then yung vacation leave count nyo, kung ilan na lang yung natitira, same with sick leave, and then yung paid hours, ito yung specific cut-off na bayad na. So, this is not the amount, but the total hours na nabayaran na sa inyo. And then, for deductions, ito yung kung ilang oras or kung ilang minutes kayong absent, late, ito yung dito siya lalabas. So, for example, may 4 hours kayong under time, meron din ditong lalabas na 4 hours. And then, for our web user, meron tayong pending application. So, let me just share another screen. So, here's the sample. Pag nag-login kayo, ito na yung lalabas. As web user, wala lang si approval, si timekeeping, and approval center. This one is for web approver. Pero ang makikita nyo as web user din is yung pending applications nyo. So, for example, for June 6, meron akong leave application na up for approval. Overtime din na up for approval. Same with overtime ng June 1 na up for approval. So, once wala na yung application nyo dito, meaning either approved na yon or canceled na yon. So, depends naman kay approver kung i-approve or i-cancel. Pero dito, pwede nating ma-monitor yung pending applications natin kung nakita na siya or na-approve na siya ni approver. And then we have here the upcoming holiday and events. So supposedly may may list dapat dito for any birthdays and holidays within the specific week. So weekly yung lalabas dito. And the next one, nung company kayo. So either Pan-Asia or Tom's World. And then, My Info. Si My Info, may iba't ibang sub-module. So, first one is the attendance. So, kay attendance, meron tayong filter which is for date range. So, dito pwede nating i-search from the whole month, for example. So, for May 1 up to May 7, ito yung mga naging pinasok ko. So, for May 1, ang schedule ko is 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. And ang actual info is ito. And then, kung ilang total work hours, yung regular hours, NDOT absences, undertime, and then party. So, kung i-check nyo si attendance and may OT kayo that day, kung hindi pa siya lumalabas, meaning hindi pa siya approved. So, ang lalabas lang dito is yung approved na. Okay, and the next one is the calendar. So, kay calendar, meron tayong dalawang option to open it. So, first one is here, dito sa may module site natin, calendar, and then pwede rin ditong part. So, this is the sign out button and then the calendar button. So, what I suggest then, once up na si system, make sure na i-double check nyo si calendar para nakikita nyo, for example, wait lang, loading. So, for example, for me, ito yung schedule ko, which is yung yellow. And then, ito yung naging actual time in and out ko. And then, for example, kung may OT kayo, meron din ditong nasa baba dapat, which is color orange. Ganon siya. Para na ma-monitor nyo din kung pumapasok ba yung time in and out nyo, especially yung mga overtimes or application na naka-approve na. And then, dito nyo rin makikita if ever may holiday. So, kapag holiday, color red siya. So, ayan si calendar. We have two options dito sa module or dito sa site. So, ayan yung mga naging holidays natin. So, next is the personal. Kay personal, it is just for viewing. So, dito nyo makikita kung tama yung information nyo. So, nandito si code, last name, first name, and then address information, and then other information. So, take note lang din kung ano yung binigay nyo kay HR, yun lang din yung lalabas dito. So, same with contacts, just for viewing, and hindi siya pwedeng i-edit. So, contacts and then dependents. So, same thing, kung may binigay kayo kay HR, may lalabas dapat dyan. Experiences, either educational or employment history. Okay, job information. So, dito nyo na makikita kung ano ba yung employment status nyo. So, either terminated, regular, proby, kung kailan kayo nag-start, kung saan department kayo, yun lang siya. And then, for timekeeping, ito naman yung schedule nyo. So, yung timekeeping schedule dito is default, meaning for the whole year. So, not necessarily na kung ano yung nandito is yun na yung magiging schedule nyo for the whole year. Since I think every week or monthly nag-iiba-iba kayo ng schedule. So, it is just for documentation na may schedule kayo. And then, for payroll, dito nyo makikita yung kung payment scheme nyo, so either semi-monthly or monthly, meaning 15, 30 or twice a month kayong sumasahod, kung ano yung currency, kung anong bank yung meron kayo, and then kung paano siya pumapasok, which is the savings. So, non-editable to and just for viewing lang. Next is identification. So, dito lalabas si government IDs, numbers. So, kung may mali, just stop your supervisor or the HR directly para matama yung information. So, hindi siya editable. Next is approvers. So, for approvers, andito si reviewer, andito si approver nyo. So, para kilala nyo kung sinong itatap nyo if in case matagal nang nakapending yung applications nyo. For others naman, 201 files and other information. So, dito pwede kayong mag-add if needed. We have here the save record. And then, lalabas na yan dyan. So, when it comes to payslip, ito siya. So, supposedly, dapat merong isang list dito. Tapos, may blue folder. Pag click nyo si blue folder, doon nyo na makikita si payslip. So, wala lang tayong sample since confidential siya. So, that is my info. So, for both web user and approver, meron kayo nun. Wait lang po. Okay. Thank you. So, our next module is the MyLedger. So, we have two types of MyLedger. First, si MyLedger, dito natin makikita yung history or transactions na meron tayo kay leave and then kay loan. So, for example, balik lang tayo dito sa kanina. So, kay Live Ledger, ito siya. Kapag inopen nyo siya dito, ayan. So, kay Live Ledger, lalabas kung anong leave type yung meron kayo. So, either sick leave, vacation leave, birthday leave, and then yung business year, then dito siya lalabas. So, lahat ng naging transaction nyo. So, for sick leave, meron ditong adjustment. Parang nilagyan lang siya ng 15. This is just for example. Pero kung yung 15 is nabawasan, may isang list dito kung kailan siya ginamit, ano yung document number nung final nyo siya. And then, ang lalabas dito naman is -1. Kung isang araw nyo lang siya ginamit. Pero kung 2, -2 dito. And then, ang total, nandito siya sa taas. Available leave credits. So, effective siya in all leave type na meron kayo. So, just for reference lang si Leave Ledger para na ma-monitor nyo ano na bang meron kayo at kung ilan na lang yung meron kayo at kung saan nyo siya ginamit. So, next will be Loan Ledger. So, si Loan Ledger, meron tayong list dito. Supposedly, dapat meron din tayong list. Wala lang tayong sample for today. Pero dito lalabas yung loan classification, kung company ba siya, personal or government. And then loan type, kung housing loan, motorcycle loan, and then kung balance, kung magkano yon, description if meron, and then status, either approved ba siya, canceled ba siya, or filed pa lang. So, dito nyo siya makikita. And then, kung approved na siya, yung balance, dito mag-update kung magkano na lang yung need nyong ibigay. Kung magkano na lang yung need nyong bayaran. So, currently, wala pa. Pero, this is how it works. The My Ledgers will be just for reference, listings, or history ng transactions nyo. Okay. So, next one is the applications. So, both web user and approver will have this module. So, dito na kayo magpa-file ng either leave, official work, or OB. And then, overtime, mislog, change of schedule, offset, and then CPO. So, for time of leave, kung meron kayong naka-file, ganito siya lalabas. And then, kung ito ay approved na din yung lalabas dito or canceled. Either kinancel nyo or kinancel ni approver nyo. So, new record. Dito kayo gagawa ng bago. So, leave type, pipili kayo. Either emergency leave, birthday leave, meron din tayong single parent leave, sick leave, and then vacation leave. So, once you click the leave type, meron tayong leave of option. So, either whole day, first half, and then second half. So, kung ang schedule nyo is 8 to 5, ang pinili nyo ay first half, yun ay magiging 8 a.m. to 12 noon. Pero kung second half, 1 to 5 p.m. kayo, wala. So, yun lang naman yung pinagkaiba nila. Whole day as is lang siya na whole day. And then, for filing ng leave, pang isang araw lang siya. So, for tomorrow, for example, June 8, kung may reference number kayo, kung meron kayong reason, kindly type. And kung may document file, just select the file and then attach. So, meron tayong limited size ng file dito. So, make sure lang napasok siya. And then, once you click save, ganito na yung magiging itsura niya. And then, automatic na siyang papasok kay reviewer or kay approver nyo. Pero mostly approver naman. So, yan si leave. And then, kay official work, which is si OB, ganyan naman ang itsura niya din. Kung ano na yung mga na-file nyo. So, eto, mga approved na sila. So, kung mag-new record kayo, pwede tayong mag-file ng multiple days. So, for example, June 5 hanggang June 9. So, pwede tayong mag-advance filing kapag OB. So, kung ano yung official work in or yung time in nyo, ano yung time out, and then need natin ng location. So, dito meron namang mga nakalagay. Kindly choose na lang. And then, same thing, kung may reference number, please input, reason, same thing, and then document file, and then save record. So, once na-save, automatic filed na yon, and waiting na lang for reviewer and approver. So, that is official work. Next is overtime naman. So, ito for example, meron tayong filed, meron tayong canceled. So, kapag overtime, hindi tayo pwedeng mag-advance filing. always yung previous day or yung mga napasukan nyo ng araw. So, for example, ito, June 5, schedule ko is 8 a.m. to 8 a.m. hanggang sabihin natin 10 p.m. So, meron ako ditong actual OT na 7. So, ito yung end of shift ko. And ito yung actual OT out ko, 12:54 a.m. So, from OT pwede nating i-copy lang si 7 p.m. And then, kay 12:54 a.m., as is siya na pwede nyong ilagay. Pero kung example, isang napag-usapan nyo lang ni supervisor is 2 hours, pwede nyong piliin na hanggang 9 p.m. lang. Ganun siya. Pwedeng hanggang 9 p.m. lang. Pwedeng hindi saktong 12:54, pero bawal lumagpas ng 12:54. And then same thing, reference number, reason, and then document file, save record. And kung may OB kayo for the specific day, tapos nung nag-OB kayo nung day na yon, may OT din, unahin yung muna si OB. Make sure na approve muna si OB bago kayo mag-file ng overtime. Kasi kung hindi pa approve si OB and nag-file kayo ng overtime, mag-e-error yun. Kasi wala siyang babasahin na actual OT in and actual OT out. So, yun lang naman siya. That is overtime. And then mislog. Si mislog, either time in and out, kung ano yung nakalimutan nyo, kung ano yung log time, kung ano yung date. Tapos save record lang din. We have reference number, reason, and document file if needed or if applicable. So, kay change of schedule, if in case na gusto nyo magpapalit ng schedule for tomorrow or for next week, pwede dito. So, meron tayong multiple days. So, pwedeng for next week. Ayan, request schedule kung anong oras yung ire-request nyo na ipapalit. So, nandito lahat ng list natin. 11 a.m. to 9, 12:30 to 10:30, 7 a.m. to 5. And then, kung gusto nyo siyang papalitan ng rest day, dito nyo na siya i-check. Yan, either rest day or hindi. So, reference number, reason, and document file, then save record. So, make sure na bago nyo sundin yung request schedule nyo, approve muna siya. Kasi kung hindi siya approve at pumasok kayo sa request nyo, magiging late or sobra-sobra kayo sa, or mas maaga kayo sa oras ng naging default schedule nyo. So, magkakaroon ng issue sa oras nyo nun. So, double check lang palagi sa dashboard if in case kung yung final nyo is wala na doon. Or check nyo lang din dito mismo sa change of schedule kung kagaya nito naka-approve na. Kung naka-approve na, pwede nyo na siyang sundin. Pero kung filed pa din siya, tap nyo na lang si approver kung ano bang status nun, and then yun na yung sundin nyo. Okay. So, next is offset. The offset naman, ito naman yung mga excess hours nyo na gusto nyong i-file as extra leave credits. So, dito kagaya lang din siya ng overtime kung paano mag-file. So, for example, June 5. So, instead na gagawin ko siyang pera, gagawin ko siyang leave credits. So, same thing, 7 p.m. hanggang 12:54 or before nung 12:54. Huwag lang mag-e-exceed sa 12:54 kasi yun yung actual time out nyo. And then, save record lang din. Tapos, up na kay approval yon for approval or ma-reject siya. Lastly, for application is CTO. Si CTO naman, dito kayo magfa-file ng mga approve na offset. So, CTO is compensatory time off. Leave option, same thing, whole day, first day, and second half. So, for example, for tomorrow, yung ipa-file natin. So, para makita natin yung available na offset, click the 3 dots. And then, dito lalabas yung mga approve na offset nyo. So, dito din lalabas kung ilang points yon. Wala lang lumalabas ngayon. Pero dapat kung ano yung approve sa offset, nandito siya. And then, for half day, kailangan natin ng 0.5. So, you can choose multiple approve offset para mabuo yung 0.5. Kung sobra-sobra man yung napili nyo, for example, nag-total siya ng 0.6, don't worry, yung 0.1, babalik siya dito. Pwede nyo pa siyang gamitin for the next time. Pero, take note lang din na si approve offset credits or CPO credits, may expiration siya. So, i-manage nyo kung ano yung uunahin yung gamitin para hindi siya masayang. And then, save record lang ulit si approver na yung bahala doon. So, yun yung kay web user or for our regular employees. Yun yung gagamitin natin. Si My Info, My Ledger, and then si Applications. So, right now, ang susunod natin i-discuss is for web approvers. So, first is the approvals. Kay approvals, kung sino yung under nyo na nag-file ng application, dito siya lalabas. So, for example, time of leave. Balik na lang tayo sa isa. Ayan, for example, ito kay leave. Pag inopen nyo si leave, ito yung lalabas. Ito yung mga name ng employees. And then, ito na yung status niya. So, canceled, either ikaw as approver ang nag-canceled or si employee. Kapag posted, meaning na-approve na ni approver and then bayad na siya ng payroll. And then, kapag reviewed, ito na yung for approval. So, kung reviewed yung i-open mo, ito na siya. Ito makikita kung ano yung leave type, leave option, kung kailan siya nangyari. Ito yung reason. And then, save and approve or cancel record. So, once canceled, ito yung lalabas. Pero kapag approve din yung lalabas sa status. And then, ready na siya for payroll. Pwede na siyang bayaran. So, same thing lang naman siya with all the others, with all the other application, which is for official work. So, lahat ng reviewed for approval ni approver. Kung filed naman, for approval din ni approver. So, yun yung dalawang need nyo i-double check. Si reviewed and then si filed. Ayan. So, dito lalabas si approve din if in case. So, history na din siya kung ano na yung na-approve mo, kung ano yung na-cancelled mo. So, ito naman si overtime. Kay missed plug, ganyan din siya. Especially with the change of schedule, same thing. And then, for the approvers, instead na approve kayo isa-isa, meron tayong ginawang approval center or the batch approval. So, dito sa dito sa dashboard for approver lang, meron tayong additional na space for pending applications for approval. So, this part. So, kay approver, meron ito. So, meaning, merong 24 applications pending for overtime. So, 24 yung for approval pa. Pero not necessarily na yung 24 sa akin lahat. Pwedeng sa overtime, kapag chinek ko si approvals ko, 4 lang yung lalabas or 5 lang. Same thing with approval center or batch approval. Pwedeng 24 yung nasa dashboard pero 5 or 6 lang yung nandun. Kasi yun lang naman yung after ko. So, applicable siya sa lahat, which is overtime, offset, mislog, COS, official work, and then leave. So, ganito ang itsura ni approval center. So, ito si approval center. So, for example, si official work, kapag inopen nyo siya, wala talaga siyang laman pa. Hindi nyo pa siya makikita totally. So, what you need to do is to click the 3 dots or the ellipses and then lahat ng mga applications na under mo, dito siya lalabas. So, for example, ito, may 2. So, instead na pupunta akong approvals and i-approve ko siya isa-isa, pwede ko siyang i-select all. Ito pala, select all and then select. So, once nandito na siya sa labas, pwede ko na siyang i-batch approve. So, once na batch approve ko na siya, automatic approve na itong mga to. Ay, nag-update na siya. Status is approve na. So, ayan naman si batch approval. So, same thing naman to sa lahat, which is for time off, overtime, mislog, change of schedule, and offset filings. Always remember lang na i-click mo na si 3 dots or si ellipsis para lumabas lahat ng applications. Okay? So, dito pwede rin kayong mamili kung sino lang muna yung i-approve nyo. So, parang for example, out of 10 na nandito sa list, 5 lang muna. Pwede rin naman siya. Okay. And then next will be timekeeping for approvers. So, si approvers, one of your tasks is to assign a schedule to your employees or to your subordinates. So, for work schedule, ito siya under timekeeping. So, always new record lang. So, once nag-new record ka, meron tayong date from and date to. Pero, ang pwede mo lang lagyan is a date from kasi automatically, 1 week lang siya. So, for example, i-choose ko si June 12, automatic dito is June 18. So, parang magiging 6 days or 7 days siya. So, kapag nakapili na ako ng date from and to, meron tayo ditong schedule option, default and week, and then schedule, and then employee list. So, to choose employees, we need to click the 3 dots. So, pwede tayong mag-multiple choice din dito. Ayan siya. So, pwede natin siyang i-select. So, ayan yung name ni employees kung ano yung magiging schedule nila. So, kung i-default schedule ang nakalagay sa schedule option, kung ano yung schedule na i-choose natin, for example, is 1 p.m. to 12 a.m., lahat ng employees automatic, ito yung magiging schedule. Kung ano yung nandito sa taas. Pero the whole week yun. So, we need to make sure na magtatag tayo ng rest days nila. So, manual lang tagging ng rest days. So, either nasa day 6 or nasa day 7. Ganyan siya. Kasi kung wala tayong tinik na rest day for the whole week of June 12 to 18, lahat ng araw na yun may pasok sila. So, meaning, kung day 6 and 7, it is June 18 and then June 17, yung rest day nila. And then, for example, lahat sila 1 p.m. to 12 a.m. Pero, yung isang schedule ng employee mo is iba for day 1. For June 12 ni pangatlong employee is 12:30 to 12:30 p.m. Pwede siyang gawin na ganyan. So, ang masusunod pag ganito is yung nasa baba. And then the rest for day 2 up to day 7 will be 1 p.m. to 12 a.m. So, kung ano yung nasa baba, iba-bypass na yung nasa taas. Pero kung walang nasa baba, lahat yun susundin is yung nasa taas. Then always remember tag ng rest day ni employee. So, that is for the default schedule. Kung week schedule naman, ganito siya. So, pipili ako dito anong day 1 nila, anong day 2 up to day 7. So, dito, need mong lagyan lahat. Pero, kung example dito natin, for example, naka-rest day si day 6 and day 7, ito yung susundin. Bali-bali, wala lang to. Need lang talaga natin siyang lagyan. Pero ito yung masusunod, yung rest day. And then, kahit meron tayong day 1 schedule dito, kung ito yung day 1 ng isang employee, ito yung susundin niya. Pero the rest, day 2 up to day 6 or day 5, yung nandito yung susundin. Kung ano yung nandito sa taas. So that is for work schedule and then save record lang. So either gagawa kayo nito, pwede naman kayong gumawa. For example, for today, 3 schedule or for 3 weeks ako gagawa. Pwede naman siya. Or for the whole month na, pwede naman siya. So, pwede nyo naman siyang i-revisit dito. Dapat may list din siya kagaya ng mga sa applications. Kung ano yung magiging from date to date. Kung sino yung gumawa, may name siya. And then kung ano yung document number. So, yan yung parang magiging history or transaction list nyo. So, that is for the web approvers. And then, just a reminder lang din for the approvers para iwas errors or iwas issues if in case lang naman. We have here an application or approval guidelines. So for approval guidelines, what we suggest is to check first the change of schedule applications. Yun muna yung unahing i-approve. Kasi for example, nag-change of schedule si employee for tomorrow. So make sure na today, change of schedule muna para ma-review ko kung meron bang mga magbabago ng schedule bukas or hindi. And then, for official work, for change of schedule, para din makita din ni employee agad kung matutuloy ba yung pina-change schedule niya or hindi. Para lang din informed lahat. Both approver and then yung employee. So, the responsibility is dapat i-check nyo rin yung dashboard nyo for the employees kung approved ba siya or cancelled. And then, after change of schedule is official work. So, official work, bakit? Kasi pwedeng may overtime si employee nung same day ng official work niya. Kasi kung uunahin natin si overtime, mag-error lang yun. Kasi wala siyang titikitan na logs from official work. And then, also, kasi kung nag-change of schedule din si employee, and then hindi siya na-approve, pero nag-go si employee dun sa schedule niya, pina-approve niya or na pina-change niya, tapos nag-overtime siya, kakabit naman yon dun sa original schedule niya, hindi doon sa pina-change schedule niya. So, dalawang error yon. So, pwedeng mas maaga si employee pumasok sa original niya or mas late. So, pwedeng ma-undertime siya. And then, yung pwede niyang overtime, hindi rin siya matake. Since, hindi pumapasok or hindi sumasabay or hindi sakto kung ano yung nasa logs niya and kung ano yung nasa original schedule niya. Same thing with offset. Kasi same lang naman sila. So, just a reminder, when you check the applications, better follow this sequence na lang din. So, that's all for me for web approver and web user. I think we can proceed now with the policies. Thank you.